This 26 Sports and CCTV high school basketball presentation is presented by Cadillac Casting Incorporated.
All righty, everybody. It is the start of the fourth quarter here from Cadillac High School, where at this particular moment tonight, the Traverse City St. Francis Gladiators have a big lead over the Cadillac Vikings, 47-19. Traverse City been pretty consistent through all three quarters.
Yeah, they've scored 14 the first, 16 the second, and 17 the third. And on the flip side, Cadillac put up 8 in the first quarter. Then they had a rough quarter on the second one with only 2 points, and that's been their best quarter of the third one with 9. So struggling with some consistency there, and they'd probably like to – probably not going to score 30 points in this quarter and come back to win, but they'd want to get better.
Get better, absolutely. Districts are a little bit away, you know. Looks like Cadillac has drawn, I think, Kingsley.
Yep.
In a geographical district.
You know, and if you're Cadillac right now, you probably want St. Francis to continue to press, continue to make yourself better and handle it. Don't worry about the score right now. Just work on
play every minute. That's right. Nice, smart play right there by Bartman again. And the Vikings take control. As Emmington brings it in. McAllister's out there, number 40. Emily Bond on the far side, number 5. And number 10, Callie Polis. This is Bartman with the ball. She finds Polis. She's going to drive to the basket. Smart move right there. Pulls up from the, about 4 feet from the rim. Just rolled off. But I think they keep control.
Yeah, good-looking shot right there. And shot it before the defense comes to her.
Okay. Ooh, there was a big pile up right there. Vikings do maintain control.
Kind of an unintentional collision there, but.
So this is number 10 right here. This is Maddie Weirda. She brings it out to half court, stops, and the Vikings a little slow getting back right there. And you saw a hot pass from Crystal Coyne.
Yeah, Crystal's got a rocket of an arm.
Cam Schaub was not able to control that. Ball come back outside, and shot attempt goes out of bounds off St. Francis.
Number 3, McKenna Bryant comes in the game. And also for St. Francis, Laura Bramer. And looks like Natalie Graff come on in.
And for Cadillac's McKenna Bryant, you know, we talked early on in the show here, Jason, 50 days since she's been out on the floor. It's good to get her back out there. That injury that she had. It's been a rough game for her, but she has had 0 full practice time with the team as she was cleared to play late last week. Had a little bit of a workout with Dad, I heard, on Saturday, and a little team run through on Sunday. That shot is short, and that is going to go to the Vikings as Allie Wood knocks that out of bounds, number 40.
So with 6:08 left, Cadillac is trailing 19-47, and still playing hard, though.
So here come the Vikings. This is Bryant with the ball. She got tripped up right there. No call is made. Good hustle on the Vikings to get back on defense. Oh, it looked like the Vikings were going to get that, but Kara Frank, number 23, chased that loose ball down. She's just going from the short corners up to the free throw line area, setting some screens. She missed her screen right there. Something for them to work on next time they're in the gym. Ball swings around to the far side. That shot's off. Maddie Weirda with a rebound, and she misses that. And we have a foul, I think, on number 3, which will be Natalie Graff.
Yeah, while they get that sorted out, let's announce our sponsors again tonight. Cadillac Castings, Cadillac Tire, Napa, with locations in Cadillac, Lake City, and Big Rapids, and finally Pizza Plus.
Thank you to those area businesses. We appreciate your support, allowing us to bring you high school sports here Cadillac tonight. Vikings are in their man offense, swinging around, a little give and go, and a deflected pass comes right into the hands of Allie McAllister. She puts it right up and in and draws a foul.
Yeah, first points for Allie tonight, and you know she's posted up pretty well a couple times. They haven't been able to get her the ball, but you know, moves her feet down there and finds an opening.
No, that's not an easy thing to do, to catch it and shoot it that quick. She did a nice job with that. Back comes Bramer. She gets the Gladiators in their offense. Good job by the Vikings interior defense right there. Forces up a very tough shot. And as a result, we get a jump ball.
Yep. Ball goes to Cadillac, number 11. Joanna Tarshis comes in the game for number 40, Allie Wood. And looks like we're going to have a timeout for Cadillac.
While we got this timeout, Jason, why don't you run down and let everybody know who's bringing us all the shots tonight?
Yeah, well, the people behind the scenes are 3 camera workers. Their names are Heather Stilson, Gabrielle Long, and Connor Nelson. Bailey Hoover is working the replay and graphics tonight, and our director is Jacob Owens. So thank you to those people who are behind the scenes. They don't get much recognition or credit, but they do a great job all night long.
You know, next school year, as we wind into the football season, you know, if you're out there watching and, you know, running a camera, working in the truck, doing the graphics, and understanding all the electronics behind things, if that's something that interests you, we recommend you get in touch with your high school counselor or give a shout to the Career Tech Center here in Cadillac, and they can get you folks interested in doing that, the directions that you need, and
yeah, might lead to
love
something.
to have you on
Yeah.
with us. So 47-21, Jason. TC St. Francis is going to improve to 9-1 here tonight. Just their 10th game of the season. They've got a lot of games coming up. Vikings, who've played, I think this is their 13th game.
Yep.
They've got about a 11-day stretch without a game coming up a little later on in the year.
You know, that's a hard thing to do as a coach in a team, is when you're struggling a little bit and you don't have games to correct it, and you got to correct stuff in practice. It's hard to keep things focused, hard to keep them on track and progressing at the right pace. You want to almost get some inter-squad scrimmages and things like that going.
Well, it's hard when you've been playing night after night after night to have a long break like that. We'll see how the Vikings handle that later in the season.
You know, if your team's got a bunch of injuries, it's a welcome sight, but Cadillac doesn't. They just
saw a nice little stop and go right there by Joanna Tarsa, getting her a basket. 4 points for her tonight, unofficially. This is Bartman with the ball for the Vikings. She's looking into Fessler. Fessler sets a screen. And Kara Frank jumps out, and we have a blocking foul called against her.
Yep, it was kind of almost forced him to call it there. It wasn't. You got to call something. And
I thought he actually said walk.
Yeah, he could have called that too.
So this is McKenna Bryant with the ball. She finds her teammate. Callie Polis drains that long 2 right there for the Vikings. Callie always seems to shoot better as the game goes on, I've noticed.
She needs to run around and warm ups a little more.
Yeah. Have her shoot a couple hundred shots in the other gym here from Cadillac. During the JV game, maybe. How about that little spin move right there by number 3, Natalie Graff, as she draws a foul on Fessler. They're going to talk about it and see. Yep, that's what they've called.
Yep, fouls on Fessler, and number 3, Natalie Graff's going to get a couple free throws here.
This is her first attempts of the game.
Drained it.
Quick shot, took a couple dribbles, quick shot, and released it. As we see in for the Vikings tonight, that is Sydney Paul, number 11, coming in right now.
Natalie Graff's got the brightest shoes on the gym right now.
That one is nothing but net. She goes 2 for 2. Emmington crosses over in front of Graff. Unable to shake her. Uses the screen. Looks like for the Vikings coming in right now is Amanda Broersma, number 12, and for TC Central, number 12, I think Crystal Coyne just came in.
Yep. So Cadillac's getting some subs in. 3 minutes left to go in the game. Those girls work hard in practice too. They need to deserve some time.
Cadillac has switched to a man defense here. It's Polis with a rebound in there. Very patient bringing the ball down the floor right there. That was not easy to do. And then she gets a foul, draws a foul on Joanna Tarsa. So she'll be going to the free throw line. Good looking kid joining us up here, Jason, above the gym. Nice to see Eli coming up.
Yep, just got some practice in tonight.
That ball is stolen by number 3, Natalie Graff. She brings it out to half court, picks up her dribble, finds Crystal Coyne. Here comes St. Francis setting up their offense. Crystal's done a nice job tonight running that offense.
She has. There's a rebound for number 12.
Yeah, her and Bramer have done a nice job setting up their offense. Polis dribbles back, crosses behind her back. Broersma sends it over to Paul. Comes back to Emmington. Vikings set up their 1-4.
Tough shot there by
That's
Hannah.
Tough shot, yep.
We said she was good with her left hand, but that might be pushing it a little.
Jump shot looked great from my angle, Jason. Kara Frank, nothing but net. Give her 2 points for the game. Polis drives to the free throw line area, kicks it over and finds Cortland, Devin Cortland. She's hustling back on defense right here.
Didn't keep her eyes up too well there. There was a girl that was open, but
and that's Tarsa with a quick basket right there. And we have a
I think they just have sub timeout. They want to get some subs in
timeout.
there. So.
Yep. Nice job by the officials to allow that right there.
Yep.
You see Allie McAllister coming in for the Vikings. And looks like number 40, Allie Wood, for St. Francis. We've got a little more than a minute to play. Cadillac High School here as we are winding down the month of January. Got your Valentine stuff all figured out yet, Jason?
When is that again?
Turnover by the Vikings, and back comes St. Francis. How about that? Nice lead pass right there.
Yeah, St. Francis does a good job of moving the
Crystal
ball around.
Coyne with that great lead pass, and give Allie Wood the credit for hustling down floor to get in that position to get it. They're unable to score off of it, but certainly it's great basketball. Vikings swinging around outside. We've got a foul called on number 23, or was the ball just out of bounds?
Just out of bounds. Just out of bounds. 27 seconds left. Cadillac's going to walk away with this one and learn some stuff from it. And St. Francis will walk away with the W, and as they move on, hope to get better also.
Now, this is that point in the year. It gets to be a little hard. You've been in the gym a lot for practices. This is a time where you can really make some good progress. Looks like that ball is going to be out of bounds to the Vikings. Good hustle right there by Devin Cortland.
Yep,
she's
Devin's
a junior.
checked in.
Fighting for that ball. And she will be inbounding it here right there. She finds McAllister. McAllister with the turn and go is just a little bit off. She fights for the rebound. It goes out of bounds to St. Francis with about 10 seconds to play.
So that looks like it'll be it.
Yep. Looks like St. Francis is going to walk away with a 55-23 victory here tonight. Hope you've enjoyed our basketball. We'll be back with some final thoughts here on 26 Sports and CCTV. We'll take a short break.